I wasn't going to do a review on a ladder, but since this happened in my, when that thing collapsed, I had to buy a new one, and I noticed a lot of improvements and changes, and I'm now really a big fan of Little Giant. I mean, I was before, because this ladder really served me well over the years. I think I had it for about 4 years. You know, it should have really lasted a lifetime if I didn't have a bunch of stuff collapse on top of it. But this one was good. I did have a few complaints. First was it's heavy. Obviously, I can't really get rid of that. It's a big aluminum ladder. Because it's an extension, when it's small, it's still heavy to move, unlike a normal, even aluminum ladder, or obviously a fiberglass ladder would be a lot smaller than this. But the functionality you get is the reason, obviously, why you buy something like this. You can make it fold down flat. I won't go all the way, but you can fold it down flat, so it acts as a almost basically an extension ladder, because you can change the height of this. Well, yeah, there, just like it shows there. So anyway, that's really cool. I did get a smaller one this time because I really had to go to the full height, and when I did, I could have gotten what I reached with this height. It's just a little bit easier, safer when you're down a few steps. But after using it for 4 years out here, I don't have that many high things that I need to reach. That's the highest, and I can really reach that from the smaller side. The solar array, is high as well, but again, I can reach it from the shorter end. So I don't really need a big step ladder. So I did go with something smaller. But first, the reason I decided to do this review is some of the complaints I had was when these levelers, they worked pretty good, but this plastic handle here, this would get stuck sometimes. Yeah, see there, it just, even when it clicks loose, sometimes it wouldn't want to retract up. That's not a fault of being collapsed upon. That was like that before. Yeah, and then it wouldn't always go back down. There you see the extension retracts because the plastic is up, but if I move the plastic back down manually, then it ratchets. So that was kind of one of the faults I didn't really like about the ladder. This I did notice these are harder to turn, because I never really thought anything of it because I didn't really have anything to compare to. But when I got this new one, I noticed, look at these are thicker, these are easier to grip and turn. They made an improvement over these. Look at the size of this. Like, you can get a good comparison maybe by looking at my my hand there. Like, this is a lot beefier and a lot easier to grab and turn. You have something to kind of grip. It's a lot nicer than these were sometimes a little hard to grip and turn. And I kind of got off the topic, but these ratchets, I did notice that it looks like they improved this mechanism. Granted, this is a new one, but this looks like it's reinforced a little bit better. I mean, it's still metal with plastic insides, but this feels just a little bit stronger, a little bit better of a mechanism. And you can now release it by kicking up on the bottom. Instead of this one, you had to grab it with your hand. Well, I mean, I guess you could maybe try to kick that little thin thing with your foot, but this is really nice to be able to just, kick it with your feet, versus this one, there's no way I could try to kick that with my foot. So time will tell whether or not they fix the spring release. I don't think I really did any damage to this. This was normally kept underneath weather. I don't know what that goop is that dripped on top of it, but it was doing it on this side, as you saw, even without any goop. And this was always open, exposed to the elements, so maybe some humidity got in there and caused some of the spring to not work right. But it didn't keep it in the direct elements. It was always underneath the solar array, protected from the direct rain. So I'm really excited about that. And then what else I'm really excited about, these are not only easier to push in and out, that is sometimes it's a smaller little circle, a little bit harder to push in sometimes. That's not really the biggest issue why I'm excited. I'm most excited because I can put my drill here. How many times have I gone up on the ladder? I got to put the drill down and either try to hang it into my pants pockets, which aren't really made for that. If I have a tool belt, it's not as big of an issue, but it's got a nice little hook there for a drill, and then something for screwdrivers there as well. And it's got a nice little tool thing here. And this isn't, I thought this was something I'd have to carry up and attach, but it's not. It's actually, if you look up underneath, it's actually screwed in. You can see the screws right here, just in case it ever breaks. I assume they make it so that it would be replaceable, or you could just take it off if you did not want it. Especially if you're using it as like this extended ladder a lot. I could see it getting maybe in the way, so you might want to take that out if you're using it a lot for that. So yeah, it looks like, let's see. See the screws from here. I'm not exactly sure. That might just clip in with pressure based on being screwed in from the top. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like that just might clip in. So in order to undo it, you probably have to undo the screws on the top, and then that would just you know, lift up like that and unclip there. So anyway, I really like this ladder, this brand. I decided to do the review because I was rather impressed with, you know, they didn't have to make any of these improvements. I went to Lowe's. I was going to buy this exact same ladder, and then I started looking around, and I'm like, huh, I used to have a problem here, and this is also really nice to be able to kick that up to get rid of the extension to level the feet. Like, that's really awesome. And then I noticed these were easier to grip, and then I noticed, oh, it also comes with this. Oh, and it comes with this. Like, so that's pretty cool to just see. I don't know if there was competition from another brand that caused them to have to innovate to make theirs better. I don't know if they stole these from another brand. I don't really know anything about it, but I just wanted to say it is nice to just see a good company that innovates and improves their product, and you know, the consumer benefits. I am impressed with this. This is really nice. These are so much nicer. I can't get over the emphasis how much easier these are to grab and turn instead of these. My hands were always, you know, slipping off of these. It's hard to pull this out. A lot of times you had to jiggle the ladder to try to be able to pull it out before you could turn. That's what this is so beautiful about. You can actually have something to grip on the back side, especially with your fingers, and be able to assist in that pulling out and twisting action. That's a really nice improvement. I just got really excited about seeing a company that improves their product versus, I don't know, someone like Apple that slows down their old iPhones on purpose so that you are incentivized to buy a new one. Sorry, Apple, please don't sue me. I understand you admitted no fault in that case, no wrongdoing. You settled out of court for, I think it was 2 settlements. One was 500 million, the other one was 113 million. So yeah, I guess legally you were not proven in a court of law to have done anything wrong. I'll let the settlement speak to whatever you all think that means as far as guilt or innocence. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to clarify that a little bit. Yeah, so $600 and something million settlement out of court for supposedly not doing anything wrong. Anyway, obviously there are some cons here. It is a heavier ladder for its size. You know, if you use a step ladder a lot, you probably, you know, have a few fiberglass ladders of various heights so that you can you know, easily transport them around and not have to worry about hunking this thing around. But really, for someone like me, if you just want one ladder that can also double as pretty much an extension ladder, and it is I mean, this is really great. This is a really good ladder. I did also want to point out, this is really great. You know, I don't really have a lot of smooth terrain out here. I got a lot of rocks. I really like the extra stability for that comes with these legs that flare out. You can kind of get a better look at it here. It flares out wider than a normal step ladder would. You know, fiberglass ladders are pretty much all straight, although fiberglass ladders might start doing this nowadays. But anyway, the point is, I just wanted to talk about how great this ladder is and how happy these improvements are. I'll stop talking about ladders now. See you guys later.